Salvete discipulae. Today's short lesson is the second lesson in chapter 12 in Latin for the New Millennium, and it's on the third person pronoun. The third person singular pronoun in English is he, his, or him, right, depending on what use in the sentence it is. She or her, it or its. The third person plural pronoun is they or them. So the third person pronoun in Latin is ea, it, and the genitive eius, eius, eius. Now I know this is a very strange genitive ending for you guys, that you've never seen a genitive ending that ends in ius yet. This is the first of actually a number of pronouns and also some special adjectives that will have this ius ending in the genitive singular. Dative singular is going to be ae, ae, ae. Now that long I ending in the dative you actually are used to, because that's actually a third declension ending, right? Now aside from the nominative, which looks a little strange, the genitive, which looks a little strange, and the dative, that looks familiar but wrong declension, the rest of this pronoun is actually following the first second declension pattern perfectly. Okay, so when we get to accusative, eam, eam, and id, right, because of the neuter law, whatever the accusative is, the nominative is. Ao, ea, ao. In the plural, ai, ai, ea. Aorum, aorum, aorum. Ais, ais, ais. Aos, aas, ea. Ais, ais, ais. Okay? Now, for the most part, when you see this word, it's going to be translated like the third person personal pronoun, right? So, eius is going to be of him, of her, of it, right? Ais is going to be to or for them, right? Eas is them, so on and so forth. Sometimes you will see this word used as an adjective, and when it is, it translates this or that. Like you may see, for example, is puer. That would translate that boy, right? You might see ao dono. That would be by, with, or from that gift, so on and so forth. So that chart is really the most important thing that you learn in this video. Now, there's another lesson, sort of little mini lesson in this video as well, and that is possessive. So now that we know how to say he, she, and it, now that we know how to say I and we and you and y'all and all that stuff, how do we say the possessive of that? His, hers, its, our, my, your, in the singular and the plural. To show possession, for the first and second person, singular and plural, you use the adjectives. So if you want to say my book, you would say meus liber. If you want to say our teacher, you would say nostra magistra. If you want to say your land, right, you'd say tuus ager. If you want to say our school, you would say vester ludus. Okay. For the third person pronoun, if you want to show possession, you actually use the genitive of the pronoun. So when you want to show possession for the first or second person, you don't use the genitive of the pronoun, right? You don't use the genitive of ego, nos, tuus, or vos. You use the adjective. But if you want to show possession of the third person, you do use the genitive of the pronoun. So eius, the genitive of is, ea, id, translates his or her or its. Aorum or aorum translates their, right? Their whatever. So I have an example from the sentence. I'm going to say amo and then have a variety of direct objects, okay? So amo meum matram. I love my mother. Amo nostrum matram. I love our mother. Amo tuum matram. I love your mother. Amo vestram matram. I love your mother when she's obviously the mother to one of you, more than one of you. But if I want to say amo matram eius, if I want to say I love his mother, there's no adjective for that. You have to use the genitive of the pronoun. So amo matram eius, I love his mother. Or amo matram eorum, I love their mother. Okay, that's it. Take good notes. Translate all of these possible direct objects, and I hope you have a lovely evening. Walete!